What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the court. I got a special Easter Sunday video for you. Why? Because, I don't know, maybe you're sitting around with family that, you're like a C&E family person like I tend to be. A couple times a year is basically enough for me, at least for the extended family. The more close family I see more often, but certainly the Easter celebrations can tend to drag. And last night, Jack Dorsey gave us a bit of an Easter miracle, a little Easter basket of our own, Easter surprise, by essentially speaking out against his board of directors and appearing to, at least in my opinion, support Elon Musk in buying his company. This is a very bold statement to say publicly. I've archived it because I imagine he'll probably delete it. But before we get into all that insanity, I've got a special Easter sponsor for you. Check this out. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Galaxy Lamps. Are you looking for a cool way to add some magic to your home? Well, look no further than the Galaxy Projector 2.0. This lamp projects vibrant RGB colors and laser stars, transforming any room into a magical planetarium. You can control the projector via the app, which gives you full control over the brightness, colors, rotation, speed, on-off scheduling, and much more. So bring some magic into your home with the Galaxy Projector 2.0. The new Galaxy Projector 2.0 is the latest and greatest way to bring the beauty of the Galaxy into your home. The stunning projection system creates a realistic planetarium right in your own home with vibrant colors and beautiful stars that you can control via the app. You can enjoy the night sky anytime, anywhere. Plus, Galaxy Lamps has an absolutely amazing Easter offer. So even if you're not ready right now, you could pick it up as a great gift for someone you know. It's 50% off, plus an extra $10 off for all orders over $50, an extra $25 off for all orders over $125, and an extra $50 off for all orders over $200. Use the link in the description below or pinned comment to get your Galaxy Lamp and massive savings today. Now, I thought that Elon and everyone else would kind of be quiet over the weekend, even though I was hoping we'd get some spicy stuff. And Elon's been pretty busy. It looks like he's agreed with a tweet saying the game is rigged if he can't buy Twitter. Many people are starting to hypothesize why Twitter doesn't want to be sold to Elon Musk. And it's starting to look more and more like there is some deeper reason here. It's because it's such a valuable control tool, a narrative controlling tool that the powers that be, whoever they may be, don't want in private hands. That's what this is all about. You know, if I'm a shareholder, I think Goldman Sachs valued the stock at something like $30. So they're getting $54.20 over the $30 that Goldman Sachs says is valued at. Yet Goldman Sachs also said that the offer of nearly double what the stock was worth wasn't enough. Why would Goldman Sachs be saying, against the buyout of Twitter, trying to control the narrative? It would be interesting to dig into. Musk's tumultuous bid to buy Twitter continued Saturday when Tesla's CEO took to the social media platform to back claims that the game is rigged if he attempts to fail. If the game is fair, writes David Sachs, Elon will buy Twitter. If the game is rigged, there will be some reason he won't be able to. We're about to find out how deep the corruption goes. Elon simply replies, indeed. Of course, after giving an unsolicited $43 billion offer this week to buy Twitter after he claimed to have quietly become the largest shareholder, well, not anymore. Here's the thing about the unsolicited offer, right? I live in a neighborhood that's close to of kind of a highly sought after elementary school. Every single spring, there are people that send a letter to everyone in our neighborhood, realtors, hey, is anybody willing to sell their house, even though they're not for sale? I had somebody at one point come up and offer me a very, very fair price, something like $30,000, $40,000 more than my house was worth if I was willing to sell it. I declined that offer because, well, I didn't have anywhere else to go at the time, but also $30,000 wasn't enough to like mitigate the stress and tumultuous nature of having to buy a house and move and pack and all this stuff. It just wasn't enough. But I can turn that down. The people, the board of directors at Twitter, they can't just turn stuff like that down. Their job is to maximize shareholders' revenue or value, meaning they have a legal binding contract. It's called their fiduciary duty. That's fun to say. To, do what's best for their shareholders. And honestly, this doesn't seem like they're doing what's best for the shareholders. And that's why this is a little bit different. Of course, Twitter faces the, quote, nightmare of being forced into free speech. This is via The Hill. Twitter's board of directors gathered this week to sign what sounds like a self-removal pact. They unanimously voted to swallow the poison pill to tank the value of the social media giant's shares rather than allow billionaire Elon Musk to buy the company. The move is one way to fend off hostile takeovers, but what is different in this case is the added source of the hostility. Twitter and many liberals are apoplectic over Musk's call for free speech protections on their site. Company boards have a fiduciary duty to do what's best for their shareholders, which usually is measured in share values. Twitter has done the opposite. It has virtually written off many conservatives and large portion of its prospective market with the arbitrary censorship of dissenting views on everything from gender identity to global warming, election issues, and the lockdowns. Most recently, Twitter suspended the group Libs of TikTok for quote-unquote hateful conduct, posting what liberals have said about themselves. The company has seemingly written off free speech too. Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal was asked how Twitter would balance its effort to combat misinformation with wanting to protect free speech as a core value and respect the First Amendment. He responded dismissively that the company is not bound by the First Amendment and will regulate content as reflective of things as we believe lead to a healthier public conversation. Creepy, right? Creepy, said the evil mastermind. The people at Twitter know. They know that it's more valuable as a tool for elites than it is for investors. The stock has essentially been stagnant for years. Elon could change that. Elon could bring in a lot more money for the shareholders. Twitter doesn't care. And now that there's a second offer getting put up on the table, they're going to turn that down too. And Elon's best bet is to push a public vote of all the shareholders. Daily Wire writes, Twitter's poison pill planning to block Elon Musk from buying the company may not even be enough to stop him. Despite throwing a massive roadblock in Musk's way, the adoption of the poison pill would not bar Musk from being able to buy the company. It would only make it harder. It's a way to stave off someone until they can get a higher price. It makes it outrageously expensive for the person to buy it, said Charles Elon. However, the New York Post reported Friday that Musk was speaking with other investors who may align with his vision for the company in an effort for more financial backing so he can still take over the company. Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban suggested this week that Musk should team up with right-wing billionaire Peter Thiel to buy the company. Want to see the whole world lose their mind, Cuban tweeted? Get Peter Thiel to partner with Elon to raise the bid for Twitter. Yeah. Then, on Easter, late night, Gary Tan, who is the founder of Initialized, big money guy. The wrong partner on your board can literally make $1 billion in value evaporate. He's clearly talking about Twitter. It's not the sole reason behind every startup failure, but it's a true story of a surprising percentage of the time. Then you see Twitter or Jack respond, big facts. Then somebody writes, if look into the history of the Twitter board, it's intriguing as I witness on its early beginnings, mired in plots and coups, and particularly amongst Twitter's founding members. I wish it could be made into a Hollywood thriller one day. Jack then responds, it's consistently been the dysfunction of the company. Someone replies, are you allowed to say this? Jack says, no. Then Jim replies, Jack Dorsey pipes up as he watches Twitter's board try and crash his company because they think free speech is bad or something. I mean, he's not wrong. These guys have so much money, they don't play by the same rules we do, and they don't care. Then he tweeted out Karma Police randomly the other night, which is obviously, It's one of those things that make you go, It's going to be an interesting week next week, and I can't wait to work to report it to you. If you haven't yet, make sure you click that red subscribe button down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.